Hi guys, my name's Emily, and today I'm here to film my July wrap-up, actually on time this time. Okay, so I had a pretty good July. I opened up July reading Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the third book in the Raven Boys cycle. I'm continuing to enjoy the character development, the external plot with the ley lines, and the king, the dead king, is still kind of lackluster, but for me, what is interesting is the character development. And the writing is beautiful, and I'm still enjoying this. So then I made a video, which will come out some point in the future, of the 5 books I would like to reread, and the reasons why. And before I filmed that video, I actually picked up The Night Circus, so I took it off that list, and I ended up rereading The Night Circus. It's something that I couldn't remember what happened, and I know a lot of people love this. I find this to be really confusing. Like, it's very interesting, it's very much about the characters, the magic is cool, but I feel like it's hard to distinguish between characters, and at times it's super confusing as to what's happening, and I think that's why I couldn't remember what happened initially, because rereading this again, I'd have to go back and try and work out what happened. So I don't know if you just need to keep rereading this until you're so familiar with what happens that it all makes sense. I don't know, like I'm feeling kind of meh about this. I didn't love it, but I could see rereading it again to see if I can get more out of it. And then, because my thesis was handed in, I started rereading the Harry Potter series just to keep myself in the flow of things, keep myself thinking about Harry Potter. So I reread Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which was great and nostalgic to go back to the very first book and see them all as little fetuses and be all cute and awkward. The one thing that I realized, because I haven't read this in 2 years, I made notes from the Harry Potter series and then only reread the sections about Hermione. I had forgotten a lot of stuff that happens with just the other characters because I've been so focused on Hermione for 2 years. And of course, then I also read Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Then I attempted to participate in the Booktubeathon. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture. Maybe I can insert the picture here or something. I picked out this ambitious TBR pile because that's what worked for me last year. This year, things got really crazy. My dogs got really sick, so it was like a week of being a good parent. So I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but the things that I did read, I did enjoy. So the first thing that I read was The Beauty by Alia Whiteley. This is a dystopian novel in which all of the women have died, and it's just all of the men left kind of waiting for the world to end and for humanity to die out. The graves of all the women start spouting this fungus, and things sort of go from there, and it's really, really weird. And asks some interesting questions about gender. I feel like this would be a really fun book club read. Then I picked up Witch Witch by Ibbotson. She wrote The Secret of Platform 13, which is something that J.K. Rowling 100% stole from for Harry Potter, borrowed from. And so Platform 13 is this book where people travel to a magical world through Platform 13 in the London Underground. This same train station where Harry Potter travels through platform 9 3/4 into a magical world. Ava Ibbotson is a children's fantasy author who has a ton of works. She's fantastic, and this is the latest one that I've read by her, and it was hilarious and so weird. And so there's this Dark Lord who wants to produce an heir. He wants to retire, and the next dark wizard isn't coming to take his place. So he invites all of the witches in the area to do this contest to see who can perform the most dark magic. And whoever is the most dark witch he will reproduce with. And so it's this kind of bizarre, hilarious competition to become the wife. It's like magical, evil bachelorette. And it was so cute and so funny. And I really, really enjoyed this, and so I would highly recommend that you check this out, or any of her works if you haven't checked her out yet. I was trying to work towards completing the 7-book challenge when I realized that I wasn't going to finish anything else, really. I ended up reading Animal Farm by George Orwell for my book club and for the Booktubeathon, just to count towards the 7 books. It's really interesting. I'm sure everybody knows what it's about, but I think what was more interesting than anything is that we paired it with Charlotte's Web by E.B. White, and I do have a discussion video on Charlotte's Web coming out. We didn't pair them just because there were talking animals. Some of the themes and the ideologies present in both books dialogue interestingly. I think also both books bring up print culture and the power of print, which I will get into in my discussion of Charlotte's Web. So I really, really enjoyed reading both of these. I really enjoyed reading both of them together. Yeah, keep an eye out for my discussion on Charlotte's Web in the future. The last thing I read for the Booktubeathon was The Danish Girl by David Ebershoff, and I do have a video on this as well that is coming out in the future. Oops, there's my thing. This, you were supposed to read the book and watch the movie in the same, like, time span, and I didn't end up watching the movie. Although the whole reason I bought this book was because I wanted to watch the movie, so I still have to do that. I'm conflicted about this book. It was beautifully written, it's an important read. So this tells the story of the first gender affirmation surgery in history, I believe. I have a lot of questions about narrative making, as you'll see in my discussion video. So overall, failure on the Booktubeathon, but I mean, still pleasurable reading. And then I wrapped up July reading Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Again, so much fun. I haven't read this in its entirety in a long time. I forgot about how sweet the relationship between Hagrid and Buckbeak is, like how much he cares about him. I'm currently in the middle of the 4th book. I am planning on reading through the whole series again. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed my July, even though I wasn't super successful in terms of the Booktubeathon. I think overall, as a reading month, I was pretty happy. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite book from July was. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!